Clarke from Clarke Leasing, and today we're going to be test driving the BMW X3 20D X-Drive MSport Auto. Let's go. Okay, so let's start. Keyless entry, of course, and keyless start. BMW have adopted the start-stop button, so foot on the brake and we're away. Wonderful. Car's got climate control and it's got all the usual features you'd expect from the MSport spec. The thing we want to do today really is just test drive the car from the heart, and let's just drive. So parking brake off, we're into reverse. So this is the X3. The BMW X3, and over the years the cars have slightly longer, slightly wider, and you might think, well, what's the difference between the X3 and the X5? Well, in terms of luggage capacity in the boot, the X3's got 550 litres, the X5 has 650 litres. The X3's only 20 centimetres shorter than the X5, and looking at this car, there's plenty of room in the car for two adults or at least three adults or three kids in the back, plus the dog if you've got one. Importantly, what's this car like to drive? Now this is the 20D, so it's the 2 litre, but it is permanent 4-wheel drive and full automatic box. It's got the Eco Pro mode, so if you want to drive it in the Eco mode, then you've got your classic mode and the sport mode. Sport just firms up the suspension, firms up the steering, and it feels more like a car. However, to drive normally, this is absolutely brilliant, and to be fair, it doesn't feel much different to the X5. Got a fantastic MSport steering wheel, the driving position's wonderful, the leather's fantastic, and I can feel you could do 400 or 500 miles in this car, no problem. Okay, so in terms of the buttons here, we've got Eco Pro, if you want to conserve your fuel, we've got Comfort, and then we've got Sport. So let's press the Sport button and see what it does. Oh, I like that. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. I bet again, it's only a 2 litre diesel engine, however, that really makes a difference. It does, it firms up the wheel, changes the suspension setting, and it remaps the throttle. So I think you're going to like that. Okay, well, we're lucky enough today that this car's actually fitted with head-up display, which I've not used before. Of course you can't see it on video. What a shame, but I'd recommend it. It is an option, but in front of you, on the windscreen here, it's got the speedo, and there's various other information that I can click on and look at. Typically with these cars, they've got full automatic gearbox that I can actually put in manual, but I've always wondered why, because it's a 2 litre diesel at the end of the day, and I don't really see the point. It's also got the paddle shifts. Okay, nice to have, but as an option really, I'm not sure that I'd bother. So, this car, what's its competitors? Well, Audi have just brought out the new Q5, which in terms of the P11D tax list price is almost identical. The 0 to 60 time is within 2 seconds. The top speed is within 5 miles an hour. The brake horsepower, I think there's about 5 brake horsepower difference, so that's probably its most direct competitor, and you'll just have to keep watching for our Audi review that's going to come up in a few months. The other cars, Mercedes have brought out the GLC, which is a wonderful car, and then of course you've got the other BMW, the X4, which is more of a coupe perhaps than a 4x4, but it fits into the same kind of price bracket. Okay, the important bit. Is the BMW X3 good to lease? Yes, it's absolutely brilliant. And as we speak, of course, we've got a deal. The deal starts at $299 a month. That's plus VAT, of course, and that's for business users, or if you're a private individual, you just add the VAT to the 299 and there's your monthly payments. There's an initial payment, of course, and that's based on 10,000 miles per annum. But if you want more details, please get in touch with us. What you want to know is really, what is this car like? We're really, really impressed. We've had so many X5s over the years, and I remember the X3 when it first came out. And this car in M Sport is wonderful. Can't rave about it enough. So it's Stephen Clarke, Cameron Clarke Leasing. Thank you.